Okay, so for 7.4, I cannot give you a silver bullet for this thing. Okay? 7.4 is roughly word problem, right? Which we're all concerned about in general.
Yes. That's an understatement.
Because in general, yeah, F word problems, right? Show of hands for F word problems? Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. Okay, word problems are the point. They're not actually so bad, I promise. Yes, we can do them. But we have to have a nice little procedure to start with. So I'm going to give you the procedure for every word problem ever. Okay? All of them, from Algebra 1 to freaking complex dynamics. This is the procedure you do for problems. Okay? Goes like this. Step 1. When confronted with a word problem, your first step should be throw it out the window. Don't panic.
Panicking.
Breathe. It'll all be okay.
I think you're crazy.
I do say so, and I will say so. So if you need me to come over and tell you it'll all be okay on exam, I am fully willing to do that. I have done that in the past, and I will continue to do that. Okay? Really, it will all be okay. I promise. It will. I promise. Okay? You don't believe me? All right. Step 2. What's step 2 for word problems?
Read it.
Probably read it, right?
And then read it again.
Okay. Read it. If needed, repeat 1. Okay? Really, the goal is calmness. Okay? Really, calmness is important. So, really, the only thing that stops students from doing word problems is not that they can't read or that they can't do math. It's that word problems are scary, and they get into this loop of, oh my god, I can't do this, oh my god, I can't do this, oh my god, I still can't do this, right? So, calm down, read it, if necessary, calm down some more, right? Okay, step 3, after you've read it, what do?
Go back to 1.
Repeat 1.
Go back to 1. That's fine. Do that loop a couple of times if you need to. After we're a little bit calm and we've read it?
Set up an equation?
No. Don't set up an equation yet. This is important for calming. Draw a picture every time. I don't care what the picture's of. Preferably the picture relates to the problem, but if you find it calming to draw a unicorn on the corner of your paper, do so. I recommend that your picture have something to do with the problem, but I'm really okay if it has to do with step 1. Cool? All right, so draw your picture.
Set up an equation?
Yeah, step 4 should be write down some kind of equation. So write down equations. How else could we phrase this sentence? Or this step?
Write down numbers. And
Kind of. We might say turn words into math, right? I'm really kind of okay with that interpretation, right? We're taking the words that they've given us and we're turning it into some math. Right? That might involve, okay, we need to make up some names for variables, or we might need to remember the Pythagorean theorem, or whatever, right? But somehow get some equations in there. Step 5. What do you do after you wrote down some equations?
go back to 1.
Yeah, maybe go back to 1. That's okay. At any point, you can go back to 1. After I've written down equations and maybe gone back to 1 a couple of times.
And drawn like 10 pictures.
And drawn like 10 pictures, yeah. Once I've got a zoo on my paper. I've got an equation, what should I do with the equation?
Solve.
Probably solve for the thing you're looking for. Okay. What's your step 6?
Check it. Throw it out the window.
How do you know it's wrong?
Because I did it.
I really advise for this. This one sometimes gets included on my list and sometimes doesn't, but I would say it's probably a good idea to check your answer. By check your answer, I really don't mean plug it back in and check the math. What I mean is ask yourself, is this number reasonable? Right? Like, if I'm looking for a height of something and I get -8, probably I've done something a little bit dorky, right? Or if I'm looking for the size of some, kind of object that I can pick up in meters, and I come out with 150, that doesn't make any sense, right? Or how long is the ladder? 1.2 miles. Probably doesn't make sense, right? So really this check is really not is this the right number, but is this in the right realm of numbers? And by reread, what I really mean there is, did you answer the right question? You guys see that? Sometimes there's going to be a couple of things I could solve for in the problem. I should reread it and make sure that I found the one that they were asking about. You guys see that? For instance, if I was looking to do a problem about leaning a ladder against a building, right? Here's my ladder, here's my building. The number I'm probably going to come out with is kind of this height, right? If they ask me how far down the wall from the top of the building is the top of the ladder, right? They're really asking about this height. You guys see that? I'm still going to find that one, but I'm going to find it only to start with, and then I'm going to get this one out. You guys see that? So just reread it, make sure you're answering the right variable. And step 7, last step. Once you've found a number and you're confident in it.
Celebrate.
Okay, let's add celebrate. Sometimes this gets like fist bump, right? Okay, I'm cool with that. If you want to celebrate a little bit to yourself, that's fine. Try not to disrupt the students in front of you or hit the guy next to you in the face. What's step 7 though?
Make sure you wrote it in the right units.
Kinda. Close. They asked you a question in words, right?
Answer it.
You should answer it in words, like a human being. Okay? So, answer in words, like a person. Okay? Plain English, these don't need to be flowery sentences, but they do need to be a whole sentence. Like, subject and a verb would be really great. Maybe don't need so many other things, but a subject and a verb would be really awesome.
Eat
Cool.
ham.
Eat ham.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm good at English.
You see that? Like, maybe the answer is eat 15 pounds of ham. Like, fine, sure, whatever. That's a valid answer. It's not a great sentence. It's not really, like, super creatively constructed. But it is an answer like a person. Cool? This is our word problem procedure in general.
It's hardcore.